Hi, I'm Barb Pierson, and I'm here in the greenhouses at White Flower Farm in Litchfield, Connecticut. We've got beautiful orchids here, and so many times people are afraid to take care of orchids. They think that they're fragile, but if you follow a few simple steps, you'll have luck with your orchids. Here we have a beautiful moth orchid. This is a Phalaenopsis. We have a Miltassia. There's so many different flower forms. One thing to keep in mind with orchids is the light. They like a bright indirect light, which is perfect for indoors. Many windows, if you place your orchid near a window, it will get bright indirect light. But a southern facing window, you might see burn on the leaves. So try to put your orchids in a window where they're getting indirect light, but maybe not too much sun. Orchids have fleshy roots. You can see them coming down here, which means that they derive water from the air. So they like high humidity. In order to have humidity for your orchids, you can either spritz them with a spray bottle of water or place them in a tray with gravel. A good rule of thumb for watering orchids is once a week in the home. You can check your orchids for water by actually touching and feeling down into the root area to see if you feel moisture in here. But as a rule of thumb, once a week should work for you. If it's the summertime and it's hot in your home, you may have to water more often. Orchids like fertilizer, and fertilizers are made especially for orchids. Follow the directions, and this will help your orchid to bloom. So try using some orchid fertilizer, and realizing that orchids, if they get too much water, you'll have yellow leaves. If they're not getting enough water, you'll start seeing the roots shrivel. So that's one way to tell whether you're giving them too much water or not enough water. Orchids are grown in a bark mix, so there's special soil mixes for your orchids. Every couple of years you want to repot them, and you can use the special bark mix to do that. They also like clay pots. So here we have it in a clay pot. It's a good pot to use for your orchids because they have to have drainage or they'll rot. With exotic flowers like we have on the moth orchids, and they last for over a month, it's easy to see why it's one of the most popular houseplants. Try an orchid, you'll be glad you did. I'm Barb Pierson, here in the greenhouses at White Flower Farm in Litchfield, Connecticut.